Hi everyone, this is Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. I wanted to come on quickly and talk to you about the shooting in Texas. Of course, you would be watching President Biden's address to the nation. There are a few things coming out of this. Abbott is definitely gone. He won't be re-elected. There will be a Democratic governor in Texas. You will see suburban mothers unite with pro-choice women, and it will be women that will take Abbott out of government. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I've looked at possible very strong executive action from Biden that may build on action in the past in some way. The third thing that you need to know is that this is not business as usual now. I've just read news that Governor Kemp in Georgia has retained the Republican nomination, and he will face off against Stacey Abrams in the governor election there in Georgia. If you remember rightly, Kemp was backed by Mike Pence, and he beat David Perdue, which was the Trumpian candidate. So also, while Marjorie Taylor Greene may have got her nomination through, she will face justice in relation to her role in January the 6th. Ultimately, she does not win because I don't even think she will be able to stand. So there is justice coming in many, many, many ways. And when I said in Australia we are tolerant until we are not, I feel that America has reached a level where they just won't tolerate extremist trolling, grifting, and this destruction of their country. So I'm just going to pull on the American Tarot here, and I'm just going to see, are we likely to see the Democrats get enough of a majority to make real change to stabilise America? Let's just cut the deck. If you can surround those children in light, love and light, that will help their transitions. I've already done that this morning. Okay, so will the Democrats get enough of a majority in either the midterms or 2024 in the near future to make real change and to stop the destruction of democracy in America? Show me clearly, please. I'm seeing this Ace of Cups. It keeps flipping out all the time. You've got the Eight of Wands. This is quick change now. It's not business as usual. And if the Republicans are not waking up to that, they need to start now. These hardline extremist candidates, they're isolated. Okay, people are also doing really heavy introspection about what needs to be done to save democracy in the US. The Page of Coins. In my previous reading, this indicated that young people, now these, when I say previous reading, I read on another forum this morning, this same card came up as the foundation. Now, this is what this means. Those same children that grew up in fear in schools of a school shooting are now voters. That generation are now voters, and they will see that change occurs. The Four of Wands in the past, families, reunifications. This is my card for the Democrats. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles in the sky. This can be a couple of things. It can be your money in politics. There's a huge level of reform needed to the American democracy, huge, and it's becoming very clear the work that needs to be done. But the Nine of Pentacles talks about independence. So again, this is a metamorphosis in your politics, just as Australia experienced that as well. in some way, this is a lot deeper, a lot deeper. This is about the younger generation coming through. The Knight of Coins. Okay, so the Knight of Coins is reliable, sustainable, slow and steady movement. Sometimes we expect the quick action. However, I feel that there's going to be something done pretty soon. And I think that's that executive action by Joe Biden and the DOJ. I think he will instruct. I haven't seen his speech. I've been reading all morning, trying to address people's level of anger and grief. The Knight of Coins. I think this is around the DOJ, instructing the DOJ to basically look at any way and every way that they can to reform. Whether this is through looking at the gun lobby or the NRA or gun manufacturers, gun sellers. The Ace of Coins, the great virus. The Ace of Coins, the great virus. I mean, this is an American design deck. You can find it at www.americanus.com. It's an indie deck. So the Ace of Coins talks about new starts. There is nowhere I won't find you. There is nowhere I won't find you. The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. So there's something that he's building on, perhaps from Obama years, around gun reform. This is also overseas interests coming into the American gun market. He's just looking at everything now, and will do, because of the loss. The hopes and fears here is loss. Now, the Five of Wands, he of course is going to meet with partisanship and resistance. But this is obstacles and challenges. This is the oppositions in the astrology chart, the conflicts, the squares. What happens is they drive you toward achievement. And we have the Empress card. The Empress card, so much reform is needed. It's like all of the victims of school shootings. And we've got the Emperor control. So there's going to be a wholesale change now as a result of what has occurred in the last 6 months to 12 months. And we've got the Seven of Wands defending what? Defending the democracy, defending your republic. There's going to be a lot of reform and change needed. That will come through the voters in the midterms and in 2024. And there's a death ending here. An ending of what? Illusion and delusion. And I do want to leave you with this. There is hope left in the US for a new start yet. And a lot of this will be driven by the younger generation of voters. Lies, deceit, the Moon card. It's like the penny is dropping. It's like, you wake up one day in a midlife crisis and you go, that's when the penny drops, and you go, gosh, everything has been an illusion and delusion. I've got some serious decisions to make, but I've got to have the courage. I've got to have the courage to make them. Biden will try and work a lot across the aisle on this. They're not giving up. They're not giving up. Okay, let's draw some energy oracle cards before we go and do a check-in on the energy here. This is the shamanic. What is this deck? The mystical shaman oracle. Underlying energies, please. So, you know that the Republicans are trying to draw their party back from the brink. They can see the writing on the wall. Trump, as I said in my last reading, will never stand again for president. You need to understand and know that and believe it, because he won't. Marjorie Taylor Greene, for example, might have won her primary. However, justice is coming for her based on something she did in relation to January the 6th. This could be the appeals court has said she can't run if she's been involved in the insurrection. Could be something else. It could be the DOJ investigating her, but she is, let's just say, don't wish too much ill on her, because karma, the laws of karma will take precedence here. All right, so we have here the staff. So this is really around strength, moving forward in strength, change. 51. In order to get to the healing, you have to have the change. In order to get to the change, you have to be sure-footed and you have to step strongly. And that's where you are at the moment. That's part of the underlying energy. The Eagle card in this American deck, I'm going to try and bring it out. It flipped out 3 times when I was shuffling this morning and reading. I want to talk to you about it. Okay, so what is the underlying energy here? The Holy Mountain, the Holy Grail, climbing to the top of the mountain so you can see. Again, this is 25, change. You're going to have strange unity here in terms of people aligning that are in separate kind of camps coming together here. Mothers, suburban mothers aligning with pro-choice women. Luminous warrior, the luminous warrior. This is like a it's the time of great change and healing is what I'm going to say here. Healing and courage, and we have the child at the base of the pack. The child, the innocence, the lessons, and the sun, full illumination here about what is needed to heal. So we've got deep introspection going on right now in the electorate. That deep introspection will result in change of government in Texas, and it will result in people coming together to enact change. I want to show you the Eagle card here. Where are you? Just bear with me, it's worth looking at. So the eagle here is being replenished by what? By that cup. Who is holding that cup but the dove of peace? And it is replenishing the fallen eagle. The Ace of Cups stands for or represents new starts based on emotional uprising, but emotions that understand what is needed to fuel the will here to save that fallen eagle. So obviously the need for people to come out and vote has already been realised. The numbers of Republicans coming out in the primaries to reject the Trumpian candidate in Georgia, to support Mike Pence and Governor Kemp, as much and all as they're Republicans. This is a body blow for the ex-president. In a similar vein, the numbers of Democrats coming out in the primaries, you've got record voting, high voting numbers. If you thought that you saw record voting in the past, you haven't seen anything yet. So, okay, change is happening, and a great deal of change needs to happen for the healing to start. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll leave you with love and light. Bye for now.